Oh my god, David, it's Disney's Aladdin!
It's a whole new world. From way, 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 way long ago. I didn't realize it was Capcom that made it.
Yeah. So this is my first time using this Retron, so I'm not quite sure how well the controller is going to respond, but so far it's doing pretty good.
Yeah, look at all this extra movement you have after...
After fucking Bill and Ted, and I couldn't move at all. I feel like I'm flying.
Yeah, you're jumping, you're swinging, you're leaping over things like Bart couldn't do.
Yeah, being 16... You know... Is this 16-bit? Or 32-bit? I don't remember. I'm not good at bits. I don't know.
I'm not sure either. Not my area of expertise.
The NES was 16-bit. Alright, so this would be 32-bit?
Might be. I mean, it's...
Because then the N64 was 64. Like, granted, it was 64, like, polygon graphics and everything.
Yeah. I feel like there would be a way to find this out.
Like Google, so we don't seem like complete and utter idiots to the people on the internet.
What?
What? No, they'll totally not yell at us and say, oh my god, you guys don't know your video games. Why are we watching you play them? 32-bit graphics? Are you fucking idiot? People would say that to us.
Yeah.
And I would be very upset. Yeah, first half of the level down. So this was a game I've had since I was a kid, and it was so difficult to beat. I'll tell you the level when we get there. But it was just so hard. And then, about 2 years ago, I played it again. I beat it first try.
Typically how it goes. I know a few people that just, as kids, could not beat certain, like, old Nintendo games, and then finally beat them as adults, and we're, like, so happy.
Oh, good. We got another continue.
Nice.
But no, this is... I figured we'd play this game since the live version of Aladdin just came out. And Aladdin is one of those just wonderful Disney properties.
Yeah.
Can't get past the soundtrack here. It's a great soundtrack. We're probably going to get hit with copyright.
Let's hope not.
It's fine. That's how I do it. So I just got this magic tarp, David. Look at me. I'm slow falling.
Yeah.
I also just remembered I can throw apples.
That's not what apples are used for. It seems like a really unfair...
Especially when you're starving homeless on the street.
That too, but like, you throw an apple, he throws a freaking barrel at you. Like, not exactly the most even,
Not the most even odds.
Yeah. Was that bread?
It was. Originally the tarp was in there, but
yeah,
I have it still, so they gave me bread.
I mean, you can't go wrong with bread. Even if it's not sliced bread.
I mean, it's what he stole at the start of the movie.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
So our goal is to try to beat this in one video. If it has to take two, we'll take two, but we should be able to beat it in one video. I'm not a speedrunner or nothing, but it's not a long game.
Yeah.
It's a great game, not a long game. But, so Aladdin, and really, it's a great example. Aladdin is a great example of kind of the war between Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis back in the day. Because Disney licensed out the game rights for Aladdin, Lion King, a bunch of other stuff to Super Nintendo, and so like they licensed it out to Capcom, right? Like Aladdin.
Yeah.
And they had two development teams, one for Super Nintendo and one for Sega Genesis. And so the games are different. They're similar in some aspects or places, but they're different in others. So this is why people often like say, oh, well, Lion King is really hard, but it has to be the Lion King on Sega Genesis. Or like somebody would be like, oh, I love playing Aladdin when I was a kid. Oh, what'd you play it on? Oh, I played it on Super Nintendo. Ew, I played it on Sega Genesis. Because it's a different game. We can actually... I have the Lion King for Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. I don't know how different they are. but we can try it out.
It'd be interesting to see, since it's not really something they do anymore. With now if it comes out on multiple platforms, you're getting the same game.
Exactly.
Maybe like a slightly different DLC or an extra level or something, but nothing drastically different.
I love my barrel chicken.
But to answer the earlier question, it did say the Super Nintendo was a 16-bit console.
16, so I was right.
Yep.
Alright, we're almost to the end.
Yeah, look at that swinging kick.
We're almost to the end of this section of the game. Because after this, I think it's the Cave of Wonders after this. Because there's really only 4 or 5 levels. Because you have this, you have the Cave of Wonders, you have the Carpet Ride Out. Like, here's our boss fight. You have the Carpet Ride Out, then you have Genie's Realm.
Oh.
Punk-ass bitch.
I mean, you did jump right into his sword.
I need him to do...
Oh.
I need him to do a specific move that makes it easy to hit him. I've never had this much trouble with this guy.
It's almost like he's reading your mind.
There we go.
There you go.
You have to do that 3 times. There we go.
Yeah.
I just have to do a better job of reading.
Oh.
Ah! It got in the way.
Damn it. Stupid.
Go for it.
Yeah.
There we go. That's it.
Chill.
Oh god, no! Is it 4 times?
Ah. Help us, monkey.
Abu, you lazy sack of shit.
You're just standing there punching the air.
There we go. 4 times. It's not the rule of 3, it's the rule of 4.
Oh, and you jump down after the fight's over. Don't just stand there looking innocent.
And look, we've saved Jasmine.
Yay!
But no, so there's this level, there's the Cave of Wonders, there's the Carpet Ride Out, there's Genie's Magical Land, and then I think there's Evil Agrabah and Jafar, and that's it. It's a short game. So I think there's only 5 stages.
Another reason why games back then had to be so difficult.
Yeah? And so you could collect all the red gems if you wanted, but...
Yeah.
We're not concerned about that. We're concerned about beating the game. Together, Aladdin and Jasmine escape the Sultan's guards, and... Who cares about plot? They bone. No, they don't.
And I guess he just leaves her somewhere.
It's the plot of the Disney movie.
Yeah. If you're unsure what happens next, just watch the movie. Or watch the new version and see how they change certain things up.
Heather saw it. Lorraine saw it. They both liked it. Heather said it was... She was happy with like 98% of it. And Aladdin's her favorite like Disney movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like she watched Aladdin so much as a kid on the VHS that it desynced the audio in the video tracks from the film.
Now that is interesting.
So like when he was fighting Jafar, you would hear Genie being set free because she watched it that much. But yeah, it's just the Disney plot. Do you remember the Aladdin cartoon they had?
Very vaguely. Ooh. I remember watching it.
I don't remember too much of it.
But yeah, I couldn't really... Because I didn't really watch a lot of Disney growing up, like outside of...
The movies?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed the Scarab.
But as far as like the Disney Channel, yeah, I didn't really watch it much. I was always like Nickelodeon.
Oh god!
Cartoon Network.
I didn't have cable growing up, so I think it was on Disney Channel back when I did have it, because Rudy had it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it might have also just been on like ABC Saturday morning cartoons.
Could have been.
Because I remember it was like the continuing adventures of Aladdin. So, you know, you had the 3 movies, obviously, which we can talk about in a second, because I want to say something about those. But then you had, like, Aladdin's Adventures, which I guess took place kind of between the movies. I need that scarab. I need that scarab.
Get out of the way, Bet.
I'm not going to get it. It's gone.
Yep.
But I remember one episode where, like, Aladdin was turning into a shark man. God damn it. I said I could beat this game, David. The game heard me.
It's up to the challenge. It's like, no, we're not going to allow this.
Hey, it is a hard game.
Yeah. And you are just trying to rush through.
I am. I'm very much rushing. I'm not taking my time. But no, the Aladdin sequels, or did you find the show?
Not yet.
So I will go to my grave saying that Aladdin probably has the best of the animated sequels out of any Disney animated film. Like, because they're actually good. Like, The Return of Jafar is a wonderful film. In many ways, on par with the first Aladdin. That being said, the third movie, not the best, but still good. Aladdin and what is it, King of Thieves, I think is what it is.
I think so.
But it's a good movie. They're all good movies. Oh god, I forgot about that guy. I forgot that there were skeletons and swords.
Walking swords.
I don't remember this in the movie. I do remember this part. Finding carpet. Yeah, look at us.
Like that it had more music for you finding carpet than
the rest of the level. It was. I mean, it's cave levels always kind of have that like. Do, 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 do.
But I mean, even like compared to finding Jasmine, like it was just.
Oh yeah.
You got the carpet. Yeah.
Everybody loves carpet.
Yeah.
I love Jasmine too.
It's like, oh yeah, you saved her, cool. You're gonna go do your own thing now. But you got carpet.
Am I gonna get the heart? Oh, I was hoping for the heart to get an extra life. But we got an extra life.
Original network, Disney Channel, syndication, and CBS.
Maybe CBS is where I watched it.
Probably. From 1994 to 1995.
So it had one season.
Yep. But yeah, basically took...
Well, that happened. I was impatient.
But yep, set after Return of Jafar, picked up where the installment left off.
Oh, so essentially Aladdin had Aladdin, Return of Jafar, and then... Well, I guess because Iago would have been a character in the show. And then King of 40 Thieves would have... King of 40 Thieves? Would have been the end cap. We're just going to let this auto-scroller do its thing.
Sometimes that's just what you gotta do.
Oh, no. Got it. Just gonna hold on. Good old auto-scroller.
Yeah. Making you hold your breath. See, if that was Bart, he would have,
If this was Bartman, he would have just died.
Yep. Did you not see the space between you and the spikes? That hit you.
What's your favorite Disney movie, David? Like, classical animated Disney movie. So anything from...
Mine was honestly always Lion King.
Lion King?
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, defined as, like, classic Disney animation, anything from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs to... I think Mulan was the last one? Mulan or Hercules?
One of those. But yeah, Lion King was probably the one that I watched the most.
I honestly watched the Aladdin trilogy the most.
Yeah, I was gonna say not so much the sequels for the Lion King.
I actually just saw the Lion King sequel for the first time a couple of years ago.
But the original Lion King, yeah, definitely watched that a lot.
That's a good one. Are you excited for the live action?
Not really.
Not really? And it's, of course, quote-unquote live action, because
Yeah.
it's just CG, but... I'm okay with it solely for the fact that they got James Earl Jones back as Mufasa, but I don't know if I can emotionally handle watching that
I don't know.
again.
Just, for me, it just feels weird seeing them as, like, actual... Like,
Right.
depicted as actual lions. was like, I would have been fine with them just re-releasing the cartoon version. Like,
yeah. So this is the level that killed me a bunch as a kid.
I mean, whenever you introduce lava.
Oh, it's actually. I'm sorry. It's not this part. It's the next part. It's the part where you're riding carpet. So you'll see that in a bit.
What's
No.
that? You got lava. You got music picking up.
Oh shit. Whew. Well, that just fucked me. But no, I watched probably Aladdin the most.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite Disney animated film now as an adult is Sleeping Beauty. Which is not a lot of people's favorites.
No, it's not one I hear a lot of.
But I will go to my grave hating Maleficent the movie. And Capo and I literally just talked this morning about why Maleficent is a bad movie. From a film standpoint, it's a bad movie. But it also just makes her not the villain that she was. Because part of the reason part of the reason that Sleeping Beauty is one of my favorite Disney movies, if not my favorite Disney movie, is because Maleficent is such a strong, developed villain on her own. Disney didn't have strong, developed villains a lot of the time. Like, even Aladdin, Jafar. Why does Jafar want to be Sultan?
Yeah, no, they're typically more your, just,
they're a trope.
Yeah, your basic bad guy,
But Maleficent was a trope. Oh. I didn't expect it to go all the way into the lava.
Me neither.
She was a trope because she was a traditional fairy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all the motivation she needed. Because it's like, oh, she's pissed off. She didn't get invited to a birthday party, so she curses a whole kingdom. That's what fairies did.
Yep.
So that's why, part of the reason why I love Sleeping Beauty is because she is not only one of the better, well-developed Disney villains, in my opinion, she's also just scary and powerful. And so to have a Disney villain that's scary and powerful, and for it to be a female, is wonderful. Oh shit, I did it again. Because, all, strong villains traditionally in Disney were men or evil stepmothers, but that's how the fairy tales went. But again, evil stepmothers weren't scary. They didn't have, good motivations or anything.
No, they were just evil stepmothers.
Evil stepmoms. Maleficent had motivation. She was pissed and scary and petty. So, Maleficent is one of my favorite Disney villains, if not my favorite Disney villain. But I also love that movie because Prince Philip actually, does awesome shit. He fights goblins, he fights a demonic briar thicket, he fights a dragon. And the scene of him fighting a dragon is so well animated and so cool, the fire getting off his shield and him throwing the sword into her chest. That's just, you can tell it fueled my love for fantasy.
Yeah,
I love that. This is the level that killed me.
Yeah, flying levels are always just,
Yeah. So this one is going to take a lot of concentration and might use all our continues. But you know what? We might have to pick it up in the next episode.
Okay.
We're at time.
Yeah.
So, yep, next episode.
Yeah,
And
flying carpet and falling rocks.
Tell us in the comments, because I'm curious. Tell us, what's your favorite Disney movie? And did you like the live-action Maleficent? I honestly haven't seen it. I need to see it, just so I can have actual reasons to hate it.
I haven't seen it either.
But from what everyone's told me, I know I'm not going to like it.
Mm.
But anyway, tell us, did you like it? Are you excited for the second one?
Do you like their live-action movies in general?
In general, just leave us a Disney comment.
Yeah.